this school, not in air quotes, on Tuesday the 1st of March 2022. The reason why I say not in air quotes is because I felt like really terrible. So I felt like I was about to throw up, and also I felt sore from like the stomach up. Usually it's one or the other, but this time it was both. Like I was having two different illnesses at once. And I've got the hiccups and clearing my throat now. That's great. But I wasn't feeling well, but I was waiting because I was downloading the thing on my iPad. And I was waiting for like McKnight or someone to come in because I felt like they would know more about it. McKnight didn't come, but I don't think it was in, but someone else did, and someone said, yeah, I have a feeling that they've put on like a thing that automatically deletes anything you download, which is total crap. I believe him, but like that's just shocking. Yeah, what I was downloading was irrelevant in school, but still, just stop being authoritarian pricks. So after he said that, I was like, right, I've got my answer. Bye. And so I went to the head of year's office and I sat there feeling sick. I don't think I'm going to be able to function. Kind of go home. Yes, you go to first aid and say what you said to me to them. I went there, said it again, took my temperature. Not high, so it's not corona. Then she said that she sent me back to class. So I went back to the form room and said what happened, and people were complaining because they probably think it's corona. And then I went to class and I was there for about, felt like quite a while, but probably was only like 5-10 minutes. Anyway, apparently my mum was there for about 10 minutes. It took like 10 minutes between my mum getting to the school and me getting in the car. And I'm going to knock 2 minutes off of that because of the walk from the media teacher's room to the car. It took about 2 minutes, so that's an 8-minute gap between literally just getting on the phone and saying, Dylan's mum is here, send him out. So I don't understand. Anyway, this is memes as of 28 to 9 p.m. I'm at the last 28 to 7 p.m. This video is not accurate, but it's pretty funny, and it's 9 years old.
You're watching Babblegum.
Every 15 seconds, a home is broken into. That's why you need United Nations Home Security. United Nations Home Security protects your home exactly how the United Nations has protected countries since 1945. Dispatching to your house a team of highly trained, unarmed observers. Their job is to watch the burglar and take notes. His every move is seen and carefully documented. Then our 192-member United Nations Home Security Council debates until everyone can agree on an appropriate response, such as economic incentives. And if that doesn't work, economic sanctions. And if that also doesn't work, strongly worded condemnations. And if nothing else works, we will be forced to invite the burglar to join the United Nations Home Security Council. United Nations Home Security. There's nothing we wouldn't do for you, but little we can. We also offer home humanitarian aid.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Yeah, the only from what I don't want to say from my experience because I haven't actually, had any, what's the word, interactions with the UN, but this literally just from what I've seen happen. So something will happen, like, let's take Russia and Ukraine, because this is why I've seen this video. The UN will literally just write a letter to Putin, which can be shortened down to "please stop," and obviously Putin will not stop because that's nothing at all. And then the UN will just go, "Oh, well, we did what we could." Brit tourist in Ukraine said it's still safer than London and Birmingham. I don't know if he's talking about like all the terrorist attacks that were happening in like London and Birmingham and all that, or if he's talking about racism. Because if he's talking about racism, then go screw yourself. Racism isn't. Racism is a wee speck compared to, bombs and gunfire and all that happening in Ukraine. But we're talking about the terrorist attacks and, like the London Bridge bombing, then maybe. I haven't actually done any research. I tried to get Elden Ring another chance, but this game just isn't respecting my time. After putting hours into just upgrading stats, I've yet to be rewarded. Why aren't enemies getting any easier? Why is everything such a hassle? Why is this game obsessed with being so anti-fun? I haven't played it, but it's obvious that it's a From Software game, so their games are extremely hard. Brutally hard, and they don't really get any easier no matter what you do. Discord guys, when their bot e-girl disappears when the server goes down. This Twitter as of 22. So, it's been confirmed now that the Ghost of Kiev is a complete hoax. And not only was it... In fact, I was wrong, it isn't something that a Ukrainian has created. The spread is a rumor to create hope. It's actually something that probably an American has created as a meme. Because the photo that it was a member of, the American government had retweeted. The photo's a Photoshop of Sam Hyde in it. Which reminds me, I'm bringing back nostalgia, and I'm going to do iDubbbz, Ian Carter, just not now. I'm far too busy with D3. Middle review coming in a little bit. I'm at the class trial of chapter 2, and I do the middle review of the class trial chapter 3, so... Anyway, Ghost of Kiev. 6 million Russian jets destroyed. Exorcist of Kiev. Tucker. Ghost is fake news hoax. Sam Hyde Putin. What's going on, big guy? Here's the clip.
Just the other day, Kinzinger posted images on Twitter of a Ukrainian air ace called the Ghost of Kiev. He downed Russian MiGs left and right. Well, it turns out the whole thing was published, of course, Adam Kinzinger had no idea because he knows nothing. Quote, the Ghost of Kiev has a name, and he has absolutely owned the Russian Air Force, he tweeted. Imagine a sitting member of Congress tweeting about a war like it's a cable news segment. He absolutely owned the Russian Air Force. Really? Get some respect. People are dying, buffoon. Kinzinger then attached an obviously photoshopped image of the comedian Sam Hyde sitting in the cockpit of a fighter jet. Sam Hyde, for the record, is not a Ukrainian fighter ace. He is once again... That was Kinzinger. These are the people pushing us toward a new world war. Just the other day, Kinzinger...
Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say that this guy has retweeted it knowing that it's fake in the agenda to create a new world war. I think he's just a dumbass. So I'm just looking at the March games for PS Plus. Ghost Runner, which I was considering buying that because I only heard of it a couple of days before it released, and I decided no. Ark, which I'm not gonna play Ark. Like, just no. Team Sonic Racing. I don't play racing games. And what do you mean subscribe? I already have PS Plus. Oh, there we go. And Ghost of Tsushima, which I already own. Anyway, been doing that to Marcus all day. You can quote me on that. Every type of porn a man could desire, and you choose a hairy Scotsman. You're fond of me, lobster. Look at you, posting cringe. Audible moment, Northern man throttled seagull for over a minute after it grabbed his donut. So apparently this is the mum with the biggest eyebrows in the UK, and she, I don't know, looks a bit trans to me. Anyway, I'm just going to say she for now. She, apparently, people have been threatening to call social services on her because I'm guessing neurologically the children would be traumatized by those eyebrows. I wouldn't say so. Like, if they grow up with that, they'll perceive it as normal. They'll perceive normal eyebrows as not normal. Yeah. Although, like, no offense to you, but are they actually eyebrows? Because they look drawn on to me. So I was just scrolling and I saw this. It was Gabe Newell. Like, I think someone on Twitter was talking crap about the Steam Deck, so Gabe decided to personally go out and give the guy a Steam Deck. And when the guy answered the door, he was wearing a mask. And this leads me to believe one of two things. Either, one, this whole thing is staged, or B, this guy is so paranoid to the point where if someone knocks on his door, he will get up and probably has like a mask just hanging next to the door. And he puts that mask on and they answer the door. That's cringe.